Game 43. Our catch of the day is Derek Sullivan, who is more commonly known as Sully. And Derek, can you believe we're 43 games in already?
It's gone very fast. I mean, baseball is pretty fast when you get into it, the day-to-day grind. But it's been it's been a great time here.
It's a long way away from Sacramento City College. 7 years there now. What has your experience been coaching those guys?
Obviously it's a different talent level. Guys haven't had as much exposure, experience. In general, I guess they're just, not quite as good. So it's nice to come out here and see a change. But at the same time, you find out a lot. Baseball's baseball, and a lot of the things that we do back at home are exactly the same things these guys need or we do. So, kind of reaffirms what you do and what we've done for the last 7 years, at least there. It's been great.
But are there any small aspects maybe that you've transitioned or adapted a little bit over the last 42 games maybe to accommodate bigger hitters or hitters that approach the game just a little bit differently?
The main thing I would say, as an offensive guy or even some infield stuff is the guys here have a very good aptitude. You mentioned something, hey, try this, try that, and they're very good at doing it. Whereas maybe back at home, you have to go days, weeks before you see as much progress. You might mention it to, a guy like Dane Phillips, and boom, he's on it. That day in the game, he's able to put it into practice. And so that's been fun to experience, something that in general is very different from where I coach at home.
And you're living with Schiff, right?
Absolutely.
How's that been?
It's been awesome. He's the best. He's a great host, him and Martha. Host family night we just had. I mean, they're the best. They really are.
We know he likes to fish in his free time, although the boat hasn't been entirely functional this year. What do you do in your free time?
I'm up here a lot, working on the field. I'm helping out with camp, but in general, I'm at home. I like to comb a lot of the other summer leagues, whether it's for players that played for us or guys that we've seen in the past or looking for next year. I've done a lot of research in that way, and just keep in touch with folks at home. It's a long way away.
Yeah, a lot of guys in the coaching world latch on with Northwoods League teams, or they go to other summer leagues on the West Coast, East Coast, Great Plains League as well. What is it about the Cape League that you like so much?
It's got all the tradition in the world. Everybody, it's cliche, but everybody who's anybody's been here. And, my experience, the guys that I've coached with, my boss, my head coach there, Andy McKay, and our pitching coach there, Descahe Bomberry, they both coached at Chatham, and they've relayed how special of an experience it was for them. And then when the opportunity came my way, I couldn't turn it down, and it's been, as great as you see. Best players in the best environment, it's just outstanding. It really is.
I think the players really share that kind of a outlook on the league, especially here in Chatham. Out of the playoff race, what is this team looking to do over the next 2 games?
Schiff's hit on it a couple times because right before the All-Star break, we figured out, playoffs were sort of out of the question, and it was just, hey, take each day, each at-bat, each pitch for what it is, and try to get better. Try to do something to impress somebody. Take something that you can take back to school and say, hey, I went to the Cape, I went to Chatham, and, I came away a better player. And playoffs or not, we're all competitive, but regardless, each pitch, each at-bat, that's how you have to approach it. And when they walk out of here, hopefully they feel that way, that they've gotten better. Anything
you can let your kids know at Sacramento City College when you get back that you've learned on the Cape?
They've got a long way to go, and not in a bad way. That's how hard you have to work because, you see players that are extremely talented. They still have weaknesses. And so, guys on our team that aren't necessarily the most talented still are very good. And then as long as you get better and better and better every day, you never know where you're going to end up. Again, a cliche that's true. Keep working. You never know what will happen. And there's always someone out there that's better than you're going to have to compete with.
Worth making a note of, definitely. Derek Sullivan before game 43, and a couple of games left in the schedule. I cannot believe that it's almost gone, and I think the Anglers probably feel the same way. Derek, thanks so much for joining us on the Anglers Extra pregame show. You are our catch of the day, game 43. Say it one more time.